longer with us.
Rosie.
Lola's no longer with us. She got eaten by a coyote.
We'll get her movie review.
Yeah. Rosie Odonnell.
Hello.
So what movie are we watching?
Skadoosh. Kung Fu Panda 3.
Kung Fu Panda 3.
Kung Fu Panda.
Rosie, it's Howie Mandel here. We're
Hi, Howie. How are you?
Great. We're live on my podcast with your buddy Josh. And
Josh,
my dog.
He's a good guy, that Josh. I loved him and his grandmother on the show, and then I sat next to him at a charity thing, and then we became friends.
And he's, well, for our show, I don't know him that well, but he does most of our booking. This is how we get guests. He just dials
does know
number.
everyone.
Yes. And my daughter, Jacqueline, is here too.
Hello.
And we're also...
Hi, Jack. How old are you?
I am 39.
39. Wow. And now are you doing a show with like father-daughter entertainers or something?
No, it's mostly my dad's show, and he just invited me on to hang out with him.
And talk porn.
And talk porn. We talk porn.
Excellent. Yeah. How old are your kids?
My kids?
Yeah.
I have a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old.
Wow, you're in the glory years.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. It's before they become teenagers and they start rolling their eyes and not thinking
I went
cool,
through that.
You know?
I went through that, Rosie. This was troublesome. This child you're talking to was almost killed me.
Montclair.
Almost killed me.
Really?
So how was Kung Fu Panda?
It was fantastic. Skadoosh. That Jack Black can do anything.
Did you go yourself?
No, I have an 11-year-old child, non-binary, who has autism.
Oh.
And they're very particular about movies and digital art. And finally, after begging since it opened, she went with me today. They went with me today, not
What theater did you go to?
It's hard to learn pronouns, as a 62-year-old mom of an 11-year-old. But we're doing it.
Did they enjoy the movie?
Yes, but they had a lot of comments about the digital animation and why Pixar is better. And, she has a lot of thought. They have a lot of thoughts about it.
But that's pretty wonderful to be that focused, as much as I think that is this something that you think that they'll do professionally at one point?
1,000%. You know how people have what they used to call idiot savant,
yes.
where, you could play the piano like a prodigy. And of course, those terms are not used anymore, but she has that with voices, and they want to be a voice actor. So when they find out, that I know the voices of the cartoons she's watching, she cannot believe it. All her world is in what's digital and on YouTube. There's a show called Battle for Dream Island, and she knows what line is in what episode. And this is a show, Howie, that premiered in the 90s or something, and it's been around, and she just found it, and it's an object show, which means it's just objects that look like objects, very simplistic animation, and they all have funny character voices. So book is called book, pen is called pen, and it's very literal and very funny. And
show her Bobby's World.
They are obsessed with it.
Yeah, Bobby's World.
Show them Bobby's World.
Yeah, no, they're very specific. Things I've tried to show them, like today, don't really go over well. It has to be within the world that's inside of their brain, that they're in a lot. They choose to be in that world a lot. And my job as the parent is try to bring them out of that world by sharing that world.
So
we're going to VidCon again this year. We're going to the meet and greet from BFDI, and literally, Howie, it's full of autistic kids. The whole place is full of parents like me looking at each other going, how did you find a t-shirt? The show hasn't been on anywhere since YouTube in 2010.
It's amazing.
I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, kudos to you, young lady. And do you still see Susan Dubois?
We talk on the phone, but I haven't seen her in a while. I was supposed to come out for the opening of Barry's show, but didn't get to it. But she's doing well, and her kid is grown, and she's got the everybody out of the nest syndrome too.
Yeah, I know. We've grown old. It's gone really fast.
It really has.
Have
I
you
mean,
guys ever worked
I
together?
think of you.
I did her. I
on
did her.
St. Elsewhere.
You worked
I
at
remember vividly
Opposites, didn't
you on
you?
St. Elsewhere and the whole acting. You're such a good actor, Howie.
Thank you. I did her
You're a
talk
good
show.
actor.
Josh is
Wasn't
asking.
your talk show on the same time?
No, after.
After?
I don't think.
Mine ended in 2002.
Oh, so maybe it was on the same time. I was in 1999. I had your. I can't remember his name, but it was a director. It was your director. I can't. Yeah.
Bob McKinnon, maybe. Bob McKinnon.
Maybe I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
You were on her show.
I
or she
know
was
it
on
sure
your
was.
show?
So many people
Both.
and so many things we thought were so important at the time, And now you look at it, 62 right over here, and I'm going, how did this come to be? That I pick up a magazine, don't know half the people. I pick up,
We're old.
turn on TMZ sometimes.
I bet
It's
she
after
knows
my
who Tom
game show that I
Sandoval
like
is.
to watch. And they are all, talking about it. I don't know. It's
I get in trouble for not knowing. I'm going to be 70 next year. I got in trouble for.
Wow.
Josh is saying that you know who Tom Sandoval is.
yes.
Well, see, I didn't. And I started talking. I invited him on the show, and I didn't know, and I got in trouble. Bravo, people.
Yeah, you gotta vet people, honey. That's the biggest thing. You gotta vet people.
Well,
Did he
that's
come on
I
the
don't
show?
do it anymore. So what I have is I have
I'm-
Josh Flagg on the show. He vets people and then gets them on the phone. Apparently, you're cleared to talk to me.
I didn't know you were doing a podcast. I thought you were just sitting having lunch with Howie, and the check was about. And then I thought the only other person in my life who has ever called me and said, "Rosie, hold on, here's Ricky Gervais," and it was Kathy Griffin. And poor Ricky Gervais goes, "Hello, Rosie." I'm like, "Ricky? I don't know him. He doesn't know me." I'm like, "Is this what she does? She puts the famous people that she knows together on a phone." So this was time number 2. The first one was Kathy Griffin and Ricky Gervais, and the second one is Josh Flagg and Howie Mandel and his lovely daughter.
Yeah, and you know what? You're very sweet. You know, I've always been a fan, and
Well, it's
Thank you.
mutual. I think you're great too.
and we're using you as a closer today.
We did it together, the Showbiz Walk, me and you, Howie Mandel,
We did.
62 and 70. We're up there.
We are, and thank you so much. This is the closing of this episode. Is there anything you
Excellent.
want to plug?
Sorry, honey?
Anything you want to plug?
No, I just got a service dog for my kid who has autism, and it's a free service that people don't know about. I didn't know about it. And if they're interested, please go to guidedogsofamerica.org. It's all free, and it's a charity, and it does amazing things for families with an autistic child.
That
You know,
is
it's
fantastic.
Autism Awareness / Acceptance Month.
Yes, it is. And
Mm-hmm.
the second was World Autism Day.
Mhm.
And my kid was very interested in going on my TikTok and talking about what it feels like to be autistic. And we did that, and it's out there. So this month, take a look at that if
We
you
definitely
want.
will.
Rosie and I are having dinner next week. Candy Spelling is coming too. You should join us. Be a fun night.
Maybe I will.
My dad has OCD. He literally never leaves the house.
This is it. I come
Yeah.
to Van Nuys in my house, and
He's
maybe
in his
I get-
bubble.
Yeah, we'll have dinner in Van Nuys.
So we could get an outdoor table, Howie.
Maybe we'll do that. I'll talk to Josh when we get off the air. You're very sweet. I wish you nothing but health and happiness. And
Well, thank you. And nice to talk to you. And everybody be safe. I'll see you soon.
thank
Love
you,
you, honey.
Rosie Odonnell, ladies and gentlemen. So what an episode this was.